I'm that nigga with the plug.
Baby, I got that plug. I'ma plug you in. I'ma plug you in.
Dog, I'm the plug.
You are now rocking with
Go DJ
and Maddie D.
and this is the plug.
To the trade pop-up.
Yeah, speaking of trade, you mentioned trade pop-up, so congratulations on that, because that's definitely a wonderful, wonderful accomplishment, is opening your own spot, especially because I know with Beautiful Silence, that's something you guys definitely wanted to accomplish. So how has that been going with your own space, your own being involved with your own artists and booking everything yourself?
I mean, trade pop-up is good because I feel like it's a home. Like, just aside from what Beautiful Silence is doing, I feel like it's a home for everybody, you know what I'm saying? So you could come, like, if you got an idea, you more than welcome to come through and come do it. Like, that's how we trying to operate. Like, I feel for young, black, Hispanic, you know what I mean? Like, minorities, we don't really got a place outside the club to say, yo, this is where we could just come and, link up and meet people and, and hang out and exchange ideas or whatever. Or, like, I've had situations where I've worked with places in the past where, I'm paying them anywhere from $500 to $3,000, anywhere in that range, and they're not letting you do what you want to do. So to me, I think it's important to be able to say, yo, Maddie, you want to do this event? All right, come in and you could set it up however you want to set it up. Oh, that's what you want to do? Cool. Like that's what we try to embrace. You know what I mean?
Because venues out here are scarce. Like,
I mean,
not even just that, but I'm saying club scene wise.
Oh yeah.
Everything's getting like wishy-washy, getting washed up. You know what I'm saying?
You know what it is they don't understand our culture.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So that's the biggest thing. That's why I think trade is important. Like,
definitely.
For us, I mean, it's a non-profit organization, so we just trying to accommodate and build culture in Providence and Rhode Island and for New England. So I wanted to be a place where people can meet for the first time. Like, there's so many people that walk in there, and there's people that I've met that I would have never met if I didn't have Trade Pop-Up. Like, there's a lot of RISD and Brown kids that I got doing art and stuff for me that I would have never known if I didn't have that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, let's talk about that, which I really, really, really think is dope, is you guys showcase a lot of art in at Trade, which we definitely think is important. So how do you feel that art in our current culture, especially the art that you're showcasing, is important to our culture going on right now?
I think it's like the voice of the youth. Like, everybody talks about like classical art and this, that, and the third, but it doesn't really resonate with our generation. Like, I feel like everything that's going on, like when you see like dudes like Ron English and Cause, like, like guys like that, and when you see them, like, I feel like they're really talking to our generation. Like, we can relate to that, you know what I mean? Whereas like some of that older stuff, like, we can appreciate it or we can learn to appreciate it, but that's not really our aesthetic. So that's why I think it's so dope to see. For me especially, I'm not trained in any type of art, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't paint, I don't draw, like, I wouldn't consider myself to be good at those things. So for me to just be able to look at somebody's stuff and be like, yo, I think that's nice. Like, a lot of those kids don't even hear that because they go to art school. So that's been the interesting thing.
They're often being ridiculed as
exactly.
like, in retrospect.
Yo, like, I'll tell you this from what I've learned, like, RISD is stressful. You know what I'm saying? Like,
my aunt dropped out.
Yeah.
She said it was too much. She never heard an accolade as opposed to ridicule and saying, you're not doing enough of this. Yeah,
and it's weird because for me, I feel like that it's like there should be no rules in art, and that's kind of my problem with like fine art. Is like, oh, it has to look like this, or like, to me it's like, yo, how do you feel? You know what I mean? So that's what I think is dope. Like, being able to connect with those kids. Like, you never know who that kid is gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Like, this kid's that I talk to right now, and I'm like, yo, your stuff is so incredible. Like, you might be the next Shepard Fairey. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. Like, it's really, really dope.
Because we'll always hear a lot about, oh, Picasso this, or like, and it's like, we can definitely say, wow, that's beautiful, but at the same time, how does that relate to myself?
Yeah.
I'm just a kid growing up in Providence, with Picasso.
It even reminds me of like we used to like hip hop music and things like that. Like, when hip hop first came out, people said, well, what's this noise? What's this, that, and the third? Like, hip hop broke every rule musically that you could think about. You know what I'm saying? So to me, I like, even like DJing, like, you're not supposed to rub records together and do all this stuff, but it's breaking the rules. It's something we relate to and we found love for it. So that's why I think, going back to trade, like, it's important because it can display culture to different people. You know what I'm saying? Because even in that neighborhood, they're looking at us like, what are you guys doing here? You know what I'm saying? So it's like an interesting way to make people come together, talk, interact with each other, whatever.
Definitely, that is dope. Who's the girl that eggs over Bad Boy? She had that Biggie thing on the wall.
Her name's AK.
AK, I follow her.
AK is dope.
Dope.
Is she from
Definitely
SD or
dope.
she?
She's not from. She's from. I believe she's from East Providence.
Yeah.
Like she just knows one of my partners in trade.
Oh,
Yeah, so she's just cool. Like she doesn't. I don't even think she goes to art school. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
She does that, and people love that piece.
Yeah,
It's
definitely.
more so than some of the pieces from RISD kids that have been up there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So it's interesting, man. Like it's just to see how receptive people are to different people's work, and to see how happy it makes people. Like to me, like when I see like somebody put up their whole show, and then people walk in and it's like, yo, this is incredible. Like to them, like to those artists, like that's like the greatest. That's like if I'm rocking a party and it's 500 people, you know what I mean? I'm just, oh, yo, this is crazy. To them, it's like, damn, these people really enjoy what I do. So
Yeah.
I think it's dope.
Kind of how.
And
Like,
it's very intimate.
yeah, kind of how like the 7-day trip that CG did. That thing was dope. Like
Yeah.
it was intimate. People was rocking with the song. Like that's art right there in front of you. And
Yeah.
everyone's just like really messing with it. You know what I'm
And
saying?
like to me, I think it's one thing I've noticed in the last month with doing trade. It's really allowed local artists like rappers, singers, whatever. We had John Hope, we had Kari Durgans, we have Code Green. So what's been interesting is the room is small enough where if you have, let's say you only have 10 people in it, everybody's rocking. But if you got 80 in there, everybody, like it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times what happens is, let's say I go book a room that holds 500 people and I'm a local artist and I do a show. I do this show and 40 people come out. I'm like, damn, people don't really, because the room looks empty. They're like, damn, people don't really rock with me. This, that, and the third. Like, I've seen local artists' confidence just go through the roof just because it's like they feel the energy, they feel the love. Like every person I've seen do something at trade has been like, yo, wow, Rhode Island really shows me love. Rhode Island really supports me. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I think is important. Like, yo, forget who don't rock with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yo, take that.
It's
Like
not important.
everybody who's done something at trade, I hope that they outgrow trade. Like trade will always be a home for people. They always come back and do what they want to do. But I hope the next time I see John Hope do a show, it's in front of 500 people. I hope the next time I see Code Green do a show, it's in front of 200 people. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I think is the most important thing about that. It's like giving people that platform, whether you just beginning or you just trying to figure things out.
Yeah, and the plug has been there for a couple of those events, John Hope as well as Code Green, and we definitely 100% enjoyed ourselves. So I definitely want to let you know that, like, the intimacy of the place, and I definitely feel what you're saying. It gives that vibe. It does give that confidence to the artist, like, where it's like you're so intimate with them that you're getting a total more sense of their music than you would than if you're sitting and listening, or if you're in a crowd of people and like everyone's just like kind of doing their own thing and you're just stuck in the crowd.
They can look you in the face.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? They can look you right in the eye. Like
you can touch them, like they're right there.
And that even with Code Green, and they had it set up so dope.
Yeah,
I really loved how they set it up. You know, they had the green
Lights.
Gallard, the Gallards, I think they're called. Am I saying that wrong? With the I think it's called called Gallards, that they have the things with like the grass things, but yeah, me either. But it should be called Gallards. I don't know. Someone check me.
We gonna
Call it. Yeah, call in if I said that wrong, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the projector, like.
But yeah, it was definitely a great atmosphere. So.
Them dudes, like, they really making me proud, man. Like, I was
100%.
Is Rhode Island show of love? It would have been a whole different answer.
I was doing some consulting work with them like last year, and just to see where they came from last year to now is, it's crazy. Like, it's really, really, like when I first started like working with them last year, to see like I worked with them for a few months, and then to see what they took from that and were able to do too is like, it's incredible, man.
Yeah.
Like, them dudes is really doing their thing right now.
Definitely, 100%.
They just left two of them went to Cali.
Yeah, they're in LA right now. I'm supposed to link up with them when I'm out there.
Word.
That's dope.
Shout out Hil Holla and Crew Alexander for performing that night. We definitely got a good taste of their good take of their music that night.
Video of Hil Holla.
So check that out on our
when
YouTube.
it's like, all of a sudden, like I've heard, like, you know how everybody like, everybody asks me, when's Hil's Outside Providence coming out? When does
I've been
like
actually,
I've heard a draft of the tape, and it's it's fire. Like I just hope everything get wrapped up and we could get this out because
shout out Hil Holla.
Outside Providence was a movie.
Yeah.
About Pawtucket, was it?
I don't know.
Yeah, I heard.
I've never seen the movie.
Heard of something about Pawtucket, kind of, and Hills from Pawtucket, so it's like Outside Providence. Like, yeah, it's kind of dope.
He's like the music is incredible. Like I really like what Hill's doing.
Is that song that he performed? What's it called?
Backseat.
Was it Backseat?
Or Everywhere I Go.
He was talking about something about the wave of the city.
Oh yeah.
Is that from that or that's?
Yeah, it's supposed to. It's tough because like every time you like working with different artists, like every time you talk to them, it's this is the track list, and then you talk to them again, and they took this song off.
Creative space.
Especially with him, like he been working on that forever. So I've heard 5 different versions of Outside Providence. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
And this is probably like the first one that he's like, you know what I mean? It's time to go. So
you think it's gonna drop this year?
I hope. You know what I'm saying?
I hope so.
I hope.
Or like this
that's
summer,
the plan. You know what I'm saying? That's the plan.
Same thing with Cam. Cam's supposed to be on his
Cam, he's killing it. Like
He
a lot
totally
of
is.
people don't know. Like he produces now. He does all that. So Cam's on another level, baby.
Yeah, I'm a huge Cam fan. I have been for a long time.
Cam Bills is definitely on another level, man. Like, people always say like I'm biased because I've been working with Cam for so long. But he's like my favorite artist in Rhode Island just because I see what he does when he gets in a room. You know what I'm saying? Like if he's working with different artists, he can bring the best out of people. He puts people on songs together that probably would have never worked with each other. You know what I'm saying?
To be honest, his song that Paper Planes, that's one Rhode Island artist that I really see in the club actually like go off. Like
everybody.
That used to be in level 2 crazy.
Yeah,
Your ride party's crazy.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I mean, that's when he used to go by Young Cam. So now he don't even. A lot of people don't know. Like people forget that whole wave. You know what I'm saying? Like we was opening for Jeezy, opening for Dipset, like killing it with those records. You know what I'm saying? So it's just interesting. Like maybe that wasn't the time.
And this is the plug.